art students, we have some musicians in our video today, but no worries, I know you'll be able to learn with me on how to make slabs. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is this video is for people who have already successfully built something using coils. This is the simpler way to build, and even though you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, I can totally do that, that's no big deal. If you try and make something using slabs, but you haven't worked with coils, you are greatly increasing the chances that you will spend days working on something only to have it explode in the kiln. Because what we know is anything that is too thick is gonna trap water and it's gonna trap air, and if you trap one of those two things into your clay, chances are great that you will not have a clay project make it out of the kiln alive. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and transition so you can see what I'm doing. Whoops! All right, so let's see, All right, so first thing is, I have a chunk of clay. I have to make sure that I really don't have any seams or that it's like two pieces like stuck like that. That won't work. So you need to do something called wedging. Wedging is when you take the clay, you push down with your palms, you lift up with your fingers. Let me do that again. Push down with my palms, lift up with my fingers. Push down, let up. It almost rocks. See how my body is rocking in the video? So what I should see is it actually kind of spirals inside. So all the seams are stuck inside. See, I still have one there. So wedge, wedge, wedge. Once I have it all wedged together, I then am going to take these sticks, and you'll notice they are stuck together for a reason. That's your thickness. I'm then going to take a roller. Now these sometimes get looking pretty messy. You can break that stuff off if you would like, but it's not that big a deal. And then I'm going to space them so that my roller fits. And I'm going to show you how to not always do it that way. And I start by rolling in the center, and then I roll until I touch my thickness of my sticks, my rulers that are stuck together. Because I don't want my slab to be too thick or too thin. If it's too thin, I can't build with it. If it's too thick, then I'm going to be trapping air or moisture. And I want to avoid both of those. You'll notice how I keep even pressure. And there, I have rolled out a slab. Then I have to get one of these clay knives and I have to dissect it. So I cut off the pieces that won't work. Then I should have a nice, healthy slab. This is where I can take whatever cutout I have and I could lay it on here and I could trace it out. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to skip that part and I'm going to show you how to attach two slabs together. Attachment becomes really, really important when working with slabs because you have a greater likelihood of it breaking. When you're working with coils, you have a million seams, and so if one fails, no big deal, the others will hold it. But with this, I only have one seam, and if it fails, it's going to fall apart. So the first thing I have to do is I have to score the clay. Again, why we worked with coils first is because now you should be in the habit of always scoring clay. If you forget once, your clay piece will fall apart. Then I have to get slip on my clay. It's called slurry when it's really thin, and it's called slip when it's thicker. Put slip on one piece, and then I squish it into place. Now, sometimes you are even going to want to take a coil that you score on one side, and you're going to want to push it into the seam. And it's kind of up to you to determine, does it feel wiggly or not wiggly? And then I want to smooth out this space. I think the fork is magical, so I kind of use the fork for almost everything, but you can technically use the back of one of these knives, oops, sorry, I just moved that on you, to do the same thing. You're going to come over here and also smooth it out, and then you're ready for attachment 2 if I was building a box. Don't forget, I have to score here and here in order for my box to stick together. If I fail to do that on one side, it will fall apart. All right, happy making with slabs. Don't forget to have tracers because that's how you'll make sure that your clay pieces are going to look great. Bye.